Everyone says there's tons of work lately. Why is none of it coming to me?
Huh? The flagship? What are we doing here? After all that, Celino's staying in the room right next to... Is anyone there? You're sure that... Celino, I know you're in there. Please, I need to talk to you. Celine?
I'm not here.
R2?
Am not. Quit bothering me.
Not a chance. If you don't open the door, I'll be waiting right here outside until you change your mind. I have so many questions to ask you. Can you at least answer... Open the door!
All right. Take a seat. Just to be clear, curiosity is a dangerous trait, Linnea.
You sure about that? Because if I hadn't come here, will you please answer me now? Why do we have the same wings on our heads? Or why did I pass out when I...
Visions of your...
So...
Of course not. Linnea, you're an avid student of the natural world. Surely you're aware of the 6 most common types of Fae?
The Vila, Domovoy, Leshy, Volkodlok, Snegovic, and Jack Frosts.
Right. Well, there are many less common varieties, too. The legendary Lantern Fae, the Sirens, with their lilting songs. We foretell both disaster and delight, gazing upon the past dawn and future night.
I've never heard of an augury bird before, or the poem you just recited.
That's hardly a surprise. You can count the number of augury birds alive today on one.
So it's true then. We really are...
family. Augury birds are born with a peculiar ability. We can see crossroads in the flow of fate. Immutable
Are you talking about prophecies?
Doesn't surprise me. Humanity has many ways of observing fate. The stars, the ley lines. Our abilities are feeble and we can only see our own fates. If a friend wants to know their future, or someone is concerned about the destiny of the world, we're powerful, but the way it feels to witness your own fate.
It certainly wasn't fun. Those prophecies brought a flood of emotions with them. From excitement to frustration to bitterness. I had a goal in life. And before I even had the chance to start fighting for it, I saw how it would end.
Wait till you've tried to defy fate and found how powerless you are to change it.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw, yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I can but lament as the inevitable unfolds. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future is nothing more for him than...
when you know every joy and every sorrow you'll ever experience, and there's nothing you can do to change it. Generation after generation of augury birds lived with this burden. Until you were born. If an augury bird is sent far from the Fae to grow up among humans, the awakening of their prophet.
So that's how I became a changeling. What about the child I was switched with?
Don't worry, she had the opposite problem to you. She needed to live among the Fae. She was born with a strange, rare disease that humans cannot cure. Our parents saved her life, then raised her as their own. Eventually, her birth parents came to find.
I see. It all makes sense now. But there's still one thing you haven't explained. Those things you said before.
I meant exactly what I said.
But why?
No reason.
So we're back to this? If you won't tell me, I'll have to guess myself. Celino?
Good guess. But I wouldn't call it By the time our parents came up with a solution for you and sent you off to live with the humans, I was already tormented by visions. Mom and Dad would sneak over to Nodcry to see you sometimes. They talked about you non-stop. Even that human child got more attention than me. I came with them once, to Nodcry. When I saw you there in the distance, living your carefree life, I was torn apart by jealousy. Did no one ever consider how I felt? What was I to them? A reject? A failure? All of this led to me deciding, a long time ago, I know. What kind of horrible person would want to do that to someone?
Then why did you hide from me? You really want me to keep guessing?
It was because I found out the image of you I'd built up in my head. Of happy-go-lucky Linnea spoiled by... I overheard you and Speranza talking about your past. Desperately trying to hide the truth about who you were. You described it so nonchalantly. But it was eating me up inside. In that moment, I didn't want to see you suffer, and I couldn't go on resenting you any longer. I just wanted to...
Hey, sis? You're really not cut out to be a villain. So much for making me suffer, huh? Now you're the one crying and I have to comfort you. But I understand now. That feeling you had? I've always wondered about my real family. I'm so glad you were willing to see me, sis.
Thank you. All of you.
Don't mention it. Paimon thinks it's always best to get everything off your chest. That way, everyone can go back to being happy.
You're right, Paimon. Hey, Celino. I was wondering, how did you end up with a Radiant Bladehorn as your partner?
We met that time when Mom and Dad brought me to see you in Nodcry. Hemus was still a baby then. I suppose our friendship was preordained. Just like my upcoming victory in this competition.
Immutable?
You're welcome to try to fight it, if you want. Leave this competition and fly somewhere far away. I promise you, something will happen to force you. Or if you prefer, you could go all out and try to beat me. But the prophecies we see are the meeting points of every possible path. There are many possible roads into the future.
Now that I know the pain of seeing my own fate for myself, I have to ask, how have you kept it going all the...
I learned to submit to fate. I just have to accept, since the outcome can't be changed, how I get there doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Every crossroad I've foreseen is a curse. So the best I can do. But what about you, Linnea?
I think I see things. How about we continue this conversation after the tournament?
All right, just don't get your hopes up about the future.
I'll be fine, trust me. It's getting pretty late. We should all get some sleep. You're staying at the flagship too, right? No need to see me out. I'll be fine. Oh, and thanks so much for keeping me company today. Good night.
Traveler! Are you awake? Oh, neither can Paimon. Linnea and Celino aren't the only ones with a big dig. Since we're both struggling to sleep, do you want to head out for a stroll? We could go grab something yummy, then take a...
Listen up, Lumi. I've seen Celino's Radiant Blade Horn in action, and it isn't just strong. Her best way to exploit both of these traits will be to make her Radiant Blade Horn charge you. You'll have to find a way to dodge the attack. Linnea! Sure am. Lumi and I were just going over our strategy for tomorrow.
Yahoo!
Lure the enemy in and wait for an opening to strike. Yeah, looks like that's my best shot at victory. But Hemus is so powerful. Even if we do find an opening, I'm not sure Lumi's even strong enough to make it count. I need a better plan. Thanks. Just because I've seen a future where I fail, doesn't mean I'm willing to... Fate is such a mysterious idea. Despite having it...
What does fate mean to you?
You're in a philosophical mood, huh? Well, besides, I'm an advisor, remember? It wouldn't be very professional.
Relax. I'm just curious to hear your opinion.
All right, well, I think that knowing the future is a pretty lousy deal. When I was a kid, my greatest suffering came from not knowing. I didn't know how my parents would react when I told them the truth. I didn't know where to go when they left. Back then, I actually wanted to know the future. I dreamed of a day that fate would send me but fate didn't show me anything. It was my own stubborn will that got me. I've always known what it's like to be terrified of the unknown. And now I'm learning that knowing for sure...
Training session over! Feels like these two are really forming a close bond.
All right, I think we're as prepared as we can be. Tomorrow, we're gonna face our fate.
Is everybody ready? Our contestants are ready and raring to go. On the one side, we have the Traveler and his partner, Aguara. And on the other side, we have Vita.
You can do it!
We have a winner!
Great job, Aguara! Hey, Traveler, Linnea and Celine...
Looks like our contestants and their partners are in position. On the one side, we have Linnea and her partner, Lumi. And on the other side, we have Celino and her partner, Hemus.
You can do it, old boss! Go get him, Linnea!
Charge, Hemus!
Don't panic, Lumi! Remember your training? I'm right here. Ready? Now jump! Attack! Stop her!
This is the will of fate. It was over before it began.
Lumi! Lumi! Huh? Oh? You wanna come with me? Let's go then. The wide world awaits.
Victory will be ours!
You were amazing! I didn't know you could... Yahoo, yahoo! You know, you look a little different after absorbing all that geo. Wait a sec! Could that be it? Linnea! Are you guys alright? Traveler! Paimon! I figured out why Lumi is different from other Jack Frosts! After all the theories I've looked into, what if Lumi wasn't born different at all? What if it's all a consequence of her diet? Surely ingesting large amounts of rare ore could explain the development of her geo-features. I mean, just look at fiships! Depending on their element, fiships can look wildly different. But from a biological perspective, they're still considered Lumi. You don't have to wait for evolution to catch up at all. You just have to find another Jack Frost who likes the same things as you do. Then you'll have a true... I'm so happy you unleashed your full power, Lumi! Yahoo!
Linnea. Why did you hold back?
What do you mean? If Lumi had landed that hit, you and Hemus would have been in serious danger.
Even so, when that hammer started to fall, the future I once saw went blank before my eyes. Did fear cause me to see a false vision? Or did she truly cheat? What does it matter? In the end, the pull of fate exerted its force all the same. The prophet...
What's...
I just think it's a shame. You gave your all. Whatever path you take, it always leads...
Celino, do you remember the question?
I remember.
You told me. There are many possible roads into the future, but they all lead to the same destination in the end. Well, I prefer to think of it the other. Maybe fate will always lead us toward the same destination, but I never cared much about the outcome. I just want to walk my own path. So, even if I was destined to lose to you, there was no way I wasn't... And even if my ship ends up at the bottom of the ocean, I'm not gonna let that If all people care about are outcomes, then why doesn't everyone give up on happiness and love? After all, the certainty of my feelings, my thoughts, everything I've seen, all that exists beyond the reach of fate. Lumi, so...
Linnea, ignorance really is...
Even when we're scared and uncertain, it's important to face the truth head on. You sure about that? Because if I hadn't come here, I'd be
How I envied your cheerful optimism when I first saw you. Yet now you've witnessed your fate. Perhaps I was wrong from the start. The difference between us was never about knowledge of our depth.
Selino, you okay? You're looking pretty zoned out.
Actually, I was just thinking, I claimed the victory promised to me by fate.
Sounds like I got the sweeter deal overall. But so enjoy your victory, Selino. But don't get complacent. Otherwise, my partner here might just take it back from you. That plus our special bond. Let's go, partner. This time it's my turn to help. So, Aguara comes from Natland, right? If we're gonna train hard, we should do it there. There's plenty of natural phlogiston around, which will help keep the little one's stamina up. Let's go!
Weapons need regular maintenance. Take good care of them, and they'll take care of you when it matters most. I like to drink on occasion. Any and every occasion. Good one. On me.
Hello, Natlan! I'm back! Give me a moment to set up the tent. Oh, I'll lend you a hand! Now then, Aggie, it's time for you to learn one of Lumi's... Watch closely.
Linnea!
From what I've seen, Aguara's fighting style isn't that dissimilar to Lumi's. They both use agility to set up, but Aguara isn't strong enough to break through Hemus's defenses. He needs a weapon to level the playing. Aguara will need to channel geo-essence from the ground and fashion it into a powerful rock hammer. Simple enough. Don't worry. It's normal to fail on the first. You'll get the hang of it. Lumi. Feels like I blinked in 2. I've heard it said that people can find their. I could really do with some sleep. Good night, you guys.
Huh? Whoa! Look at all this green... Wow! Yahoo!
Are you saying you had help from an...
Now that Aguara's mastered Lumi's secret weapon, it's time to head back to Notcry. Looks like we should get back just in time for the finals.
The final is about to begin.
It's finally here! Aguara, today's your... Huh?
It's all up to you now, partner. You've done the hard yards in training. Now, go up. It's time to write your name in lights and show the world how hard we've worked. You've...
Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is... You'll be very familiar with our contestants by now. Celino and her partner, the Radiant Bladehorn Hades, who seized their place in the final after a hard one. Then we have the Traveler and Aguara. This little Tapetlasaur might not look like the most ferocious beast, but this duo have fought courageously to reach the final stage. Who will be crowned champions?
Back from training camp? Then let's do this.
You've got this, Aguara. Don't be nervous.
Impressive. Hemus, summon Animo energy on your horn, and then charge! Now, you see what you're...
Wait! Aguara's horn hasn't finished growing yet!
Trample him! March to victory and leave nothing standing! Predictable.
But it didn't...
It was the obvious move. Hemus was well prepared.
Come on, time to put that training into practice.
Interesting. Hemus! We showed them no mercy!
Dude! That little munchkin's got some style!
It's a trip to the hot springs if you win.
Hemus, full tilt!
Aquara, charge! You can do it!
Hemus has lost the strength to fight on. It's all over, folks. The champions are... the Traveler and his partner Aguara.
So, well, you did superbly, Hemus. Get some good rest. Seems I underestimated your little partner.
What did I say? Told you my partner would help me settle the score.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now take a short break to Thank you to our contestants for your amazing performances. Now we'll be interviewing our 4 top finishers. First up, it's our champions, the Traveler and Aguara. We can all see that Aguara is still a young slip of a Tapetlosaur, and yet the fiercest of enemies could... I see. It sounds like behind every champion is a dedicated group of supportive friends. I'm sure we're all looking forward to even more. Next, we have our runner-up, Celino. Let me start by asking, what's next for you and Hayden?
No, Hemus doesn't belong with me. I'm hoping that, and of course, since he's so friendly towards humans.
Sounds like Hemus is a real freedom lover. If we have any... Moving on now, we have some more familiar faces from the semifinals. This first question is for Linnea. During your match against Celino, you jumped in...
I'd be lying if I said I didn't regret it, but who wouldn't? All we can do is live our best life, and overall, I had a really great time in this competition.
Inspiring words from Linnea. Now it's time for our final interviewee.
Well, I've been really loving Not Cry. There's so much to see and do.
Great. Enjoy your stay, Viliana. Well, folks, thank you to everyone who took part in the Spirit Envoy Championship. We hope to see you next time.
Linnea, I gotta get going. I'll make sure to tell Mom and Dad how you're doing. Without me around, your prophetic abilities will be slow to develop. But you should know that since you've been...
I'm sure you already know how I'm going to respond, sis. I'm not afraid to know the future.
I know. And when you're ready, come visit us in the tundra.
Thanks, Celino.
Try to keep up!
If you want it, it's yours.